Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to online recording classes due to COVID-19. So, today is the first class to the 5th semester. So, myself, I am taking the company's laws. So, already you know, total 6 subjects are there and 2 subjects are sec papers. Then I am giving the total what subjects are there in the 6th semester. Then, after long time, so due to corona cases, so nearly 1.5 month we have stopped the classes, and in last session whatever it is in 5th semester the total syllabus is completed. So, if any doubts for the examination point of view, you have to call to me and also message to me, then I will clarify. So, due to the government instructions, 99% the exams will close early for the further higher studies. So, that is why you have to prepare and you have to ready to write the exams. So, what dates are mentioned by the Kakati University. So, 99% the Kakati University will conduct the exams July last week or August first week, that is first, third and fifth semesters. Then after completion of the your final 6th semester, that will maybe in September. So, 99% our syllabus also will complete within 30 to 35 days up to your satisfaction. And the question paper pattern already you know, that is in corona, that is in COVID-19. So, due to COVID-19 the question paper is separate prepared. So, total 10 questions will be there. So, out of 10 questions you have to do including first question. So, the first question consists total 5 short questions are there. So, 2 questions are you have to attempt out of 5, that is 10 into 2 20 marks, and the remaining from second question to 10th out of 9 you have to attempt only 3 questions, each one 20 marks. So, totally 80 marks paper that is already covered and you have written and results also came and you also passed. So, same way in next your 5th semester also like same question pattern will be there, question paper pattern will be there. So, once again in 6th semester what subjects are there? So, you have to see here very clear, semester 6th. So, the first paper is managerial accounting, that is MAG. Second paper company laws, CLS. Third one commerce lab, CLB, and fourth one financial institute, financial institutes, and markets, that is FIM. Fifth one. So, the first 4 papers are common to all. Common to all means to computer students and BCom computers and BCom general, the first 4 papers. And next RDBMS to the computers and tax planning management to the general. Sixth one web to the computers and HRM to the BCom general students. Okay. So, you have to understand These are the 100 marks papers. So 80 marks university, 20 marks internal, that is already know. Next, the 7th and 8th, one is PTR, another one advertising, that is SEC paper and general elective, generic elective, GE. So these papers are 50 marks, already you know 40 plus 10, 40 plus 10. So these subjects in 6th semester very easy, you do not worry. So everything what we learned in the previous, the same topics are coming to the topics, coming to the subjects. So how it is, I will explain. So the managerial accounting, the continuation of the cost accounting subject, and the company laws. The company laws what we completed, the advanced accounting and corporate accounting. So what we are completed, the total problematic papers. Now it is theory in company laws. So how it is, very simple, then I will explain the total syllabus. Next, the commerce lab. So what we learned in previous, the sole trading, partnership and company, and how they are preparing the documents in that organizations according to the Partnership Act, according to the Companies Act. Okay. So in government, how they are submitting the returns, income tax returns. So for that purpose, what documents are required. So how you deposit in the bank. So before deposit in the bank, then you have to fill up the voucher. So how they are filling that vouchers, how to fill that vouchers, and also how to submit the total, how they are preparing the memorandum of association, how they are preparing the prospectus and everything. So that theoretical topics are there in commerce lab, in practical. Okay. So including practical. And next, financial institutes and markets. So it is a continuation of the banking theory and practice. Already the banking theory practice completed in the 5th semester. So in continuation, what financial institutes are there? So what is the requirement? How they are utilizing the financial institutes in the markets? So the companies or banks are working. So the banks are working under the Banking Regulation Act, and companies are working under the Companies Act, and partnership organizations are working under the Partnership Act, Indian Partnership Act. So according to that, how it is going on. So you see, the managerial accounting will take Swarajya madam, okay, and company laws myself, then commerce lab already started Chandrakala madam, okay, then FM also start the Chandrakala madam, TPM Venu sir, and HRM myself, హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, ఇది కూడా నేనే తీసుకుంటాను. అండ్ PTR విల్ టేక్ బై ది వేణు సార్, అండ్ అడ్వర్టైజింగ్ నాట్ ఎట్ డిసైడెడ్. సో ఐ విల్ మ్యాక్సిమమ్ I will take the class, or Chandrakala madam will take the class, whatever it is. So first of all you concentrate on these subjects. Okay. So RDBMS and web Goli sir, RDBMS Arna madam, already they are uploading. Okay. See, after knowing the subjects, so this is the last in this semester. Then after this, then your course total BCom Computers and BCom Journal will complete, and also you have to go, you will go to the higher education, that is MBAs or MComs or any other B schools. Okay. See, then what is the syllabus of the company laws? what is the syllabus of company laws. So, now you have to, we are going to discuss the company laws subject, and remaining what subjects are not started now. So, within 2 or 3 days we will start everything after 25th or 26th maybe. So, you do not worry, everyone is easy. Now, the syllabus for the company laws. Here unit number 1. You know, in our semesters, in our common subjects, each and every subject consists 5 units. Each and every subject consists 5 units. మీరు ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా ప్రతి సబ్జెక్ట్లో 5 యూనిట్స్ మనకు కనిపిస్తాయి. సో యూనిట్ నెంబర్ 1, యూనిట్ నెంబర్ 2, యూనిట్ నెంబర్ 3, 4, 5. సో ఈచ్ కవర్ 20 మార్క్స్ యాజ్ ఫర్ ది Kakati University instructions. So whatever it is, or 80 marks paper, 16 marks will cover, right. So now what is in unit number 1? The introduction of the companies or incorporation of companies, first unit. Incorporation of companies. So incorporated means registration, how they are starting the company. So in incorporation of a companies, what topics are covering? You see the company meaning and definition, and the characteristics, classification, and the legislation on the companies. So incorporation and promotion, registration, and prepare the memorandum of association and the articles of the association and the certificate of incorporation and prospectus, preparation of the prospectus, and the statement due in of prospectus and commencement of the business. After incorporate the company, what to do? So before registration, what documents are prepared by the promoters? So before starting the company, first collect the information, and promoters are appointed. The promoters will see for the registration program up to incorporation of a company. So for that purpose, first of all, what is the meaning of company here? So in company, public companies and private companies both are there. In public company or private company, as per the Companies Act 2013, how they are incorporated. So that's why in first unit total that syllabus is covering, and in second unit management of companies. In unit number 2, management of companies. So in management of companies, how the directors are appointed. So what are the qualification of the director, and what are the disqualifications of the directors, and what is the position of directors, and what is the appointment of the directors, how to remove the directors, and what are the duties and liabilities of the directors, and total the company management issues the loans and the remuneration to the directors, and how they are managing the directors and managing director and corporate social responsibility and the corporate governance, and everything is covered in the unit number 2. So in unit number 3, company secretary. In unit number 3, company secretary. So what is the meaning of some company secretary? How they are appointing the company secretary? Who appoint? And company secretary duties and liabilities, and company secretary in practice, and secretarial audit, how it do. So after completion of the financial period, how the company secretary is working in the company. So, one company secretary is compulsory to each and every registered companies, that is to the public companies. So, how they are using. So, next to the company meetings in unit number 4, company meetings. So, in company meetings, what is the meaning of the meeting? Then what are the requisites of the meeting? How they are preparing the notice, and what is proxy and what is agenda in meeting, and what is the attendance of the meeting, that is quorum, and how they are taking the resolutions in the meeting. So, the minutes and the kinds of the meetings, then shareholders meetings and statutory meetings, then annual general body meetings and extraordinary general body meeting and board meetings. So, in meetings what purpose? So, what purpose they are conducting the meetings? So, that is everything is covered in the company meetings in unit number 4. And next unit number 5, company winding the company. Winding up of companies. Wind up means close. How they are closing the company? Due to loss, due to completion of the term, whatever it is. Then after, if any, the company directors are decided to close the company, so we will take the resolution. So, what is the procedure for wind up of the company as per the Companies Act 2013? Okay. So, the formation of company as per Act, and also the wind up also as per Act only. So, if director will not wind up, so according to the procedure and according to the company instructions, Companies Act instructions, you have to wind up. Okay. Then what is the mode of winding up? And winding up by tribunal, and voluntary winding up, and compulsory winding up, and consequences of winding up, and the removal of name of the company from the registers of the companies, and insolvency and bankruptcy. Okay, that is Bankruptcy Code 2016. So, whatever it is, the company wind up, liquidation of companies, the liquidation of the company already we have discussed in corporate accounting subject. Same topic there, here winding up companies, same topics. Okay. So, winding up companies very simple and easy. It is already covered in your 4th unit, that is liquidation of companies in corporate accounting subject. And the company meetings are new, and company secretary topics are new. Okay. And management of companies. So, the first one, incorporation of a company. So, the meaning of the company, types of the company. Okay. And what is the documents are preparing before commencing the company as per the Companies Act. So, these you have to remember. Okay. So, according to unit number 1, then you have to prepare very clear, and what is the nature. Okay. So, the company meaning, nature and characteristics. So, these first you have to discuss. So, when commencing the capital. So, what is the meaning of company? As per section 2 subsection 20 of the Companies Act 2013, actually the Companies Act 1956 is the previous old Companies Act 1956, that is old. Now the Companies Act 2013, that is new. So what amendments are there in the new act, whatever it is, according to Companies Act, what is the definition? So that's why under section 2 subsection of the Companies Act 2013 provides the definition. Company means, okay, here the company means a company incorporated under this act. A company means a company incorporated under this act under any previous company's law or any company previous laws. So previous company's laws means according to law, if any companies are registered, okay, that is incorporated, that is called as company. That is called as company. So company is a voluntary of association of persons formed for the purpose of the doing business and having a distinct name and limited liability. So it is a juristic person having a separate legal entity, each and every company, and it is distinct from the its members who constitute, so the capable of rights and duties of its own and endeavored with the potential of perpetual succession. So that means before submitting the application to the company's registrar, so who submit? Promoters. Okay. So that's why it is a voluntary association of persons. It is a voluntary association of persons. How? That means the company means a company incorporated under this act under any previous company law. So according to that, a company is an association of many persons who contribute money or money's worth to a common stock and employed for a common purpose. So the common stock so contributed is denoted in money and is capital of the company. So the persons who contribute it or to whom it belongs to are members. So the proportion of capital to which each member is entitled to his share. So that's why shares are always transferable, although the right to transfer is often then more or less restricted. As per the Companies Act, so what is the meaning of company we are discussing here? Okay. Then who contribute in the company? Who contribute in the company? In previous already we have discussed sole trading, partnership and company. So in sole trading it is one man show. It is one man show. Only one person is going to contribute his capital amount. He is the owner. He is called as proprietor. And second one, partnership. In partnership organization, two or more persons are contributed as capital. So that's why the capital amount two or more persons, maximum 10 or 20. So as per the act, the definitions are already cleared in previous. Next, in company, who invested and who contribute means the public contribution. The public contribution. So that's why they are issuing the shares. So before issuing the shares, they prepare the prospectus. Okay. If it is issuing the prospectus, it means, what is the meaning of prospectus? The meaning of prospectus, the means of a prospector means inviting the applications from the public. Inviting the applications from the public as contribution of capital. So the public invested, the public contributed as capital to the company. So who contributed the capital to the company? That person is called as shareholder. that person is called as shareholder. So, another definition also there, a company has been given by Chief Justice. So, that is why a corporation is an artificial being, then invisible, intangible and existing only in the contemplation of the law, and being a mere creature of law, and it possesses only those properties which the character of its certain confers, so upon the either expressly or incidentally to its very existence. So, what is the meaning? What is the meaning? Just you have to know in a single sentence the meaning of company or company means. A company means a company incorporated under this act. This act means Companies Act or under any previous company law. So, you have to remember that definition. And what is the characteristics of a company? So, in characteristics of a company already you know, it is incorporated association, that means one person company. It also under section 3 Companies Act 2013, it is permits formation of one person company also. The company come into existence or incorporation or registration under the Companies Act. So, that is why incorporated association is the first character, and company has a separate legal entity. A company has a separate legal entity. What is the separate legal entity? The main feature of the company, it is always independent corporate existence. So, that is why a company formed under registered under the Companies Act, a distinct legal entity. And the third one is very simple, you have to see, company always a limited liability. Company always have limited liability. Limited liability means here you have to pay as much as you have agreed to pay. What amount you agreed, that amount you have to pay. That's all. That is limited. Unlimited means whatever the more amount is there, you have to pay as much as you own. What amount due amount is there from you, that is unlimited. So, the members are having unlimited liability and sometimes having limited. So, that is why the limited liability to the shareholders in the company. And next one, separate property. So, the separate property to the company, it is another characteristics of the companies. Always the capable of owning, enjoying and disposing of the property in its own name. Don't depend on others. As per the Companies Act, what companies are commencing and what is incorporated in the company and under the Companies Act 2013, then you have to see it is a separate property. And perpetual existence and perpetual succession, that is unlike a natural person, a company never dies. Why? Because under section 9 of the Companies Act 2013, it is an entity with the perpetual succession. So, that is why it is an artificial person. The company artificial person. It is not natural. Okay, it is not natural. Artificial persons, how the artificial persons are creating. So, the representative is different, artificial is different and natural is different. Natural persons means moving, we can see, but artificial always created by laws. Any person created, any person in artificial, so that is always coming under the laws, that is companies laws or banking laws, okay, or partnership act or banking act. So, the regulation, banking regulation act, insurance regulation act. So, what companies are creating, that is artificial. And transferability of shares. So, easily transfer one person to another person, the shareholders is shares. So, that is why the transferability of shares are very important under section 56 of the Companies Act 2013. The shares of a company are freely transferable and can be sold or purchased in the share market. So, that is why this is one of the reasons why people prefer to form companies than partnerships. So, that is why a shareholder is therefore not permanently weakened and wedded to a company. And also the companies are having common seal. It is the companies are having common seal. It is a perfect characteristic. Why? Because company is an artificial person. It cannot sign its name on a contract, and the capacity to issue and be used should. So, that is why the incorporation of a company acquires a separate and independent legal personality. So, these are the characteristics of a company. So, that characteristics of a company, once again you have to see, it is a voluntary of association and it has a separate legal entity and it is an limited liability. So, it is separate property and separate perpetual succession, transferability of shares and common seal and capacity to, here company acquires a separate and independent legal personality. So, the characteristics and definitions completed today. So, thank you very much, have a nice day. This is a new subject, you do not worry, right.